everybody, welcome back to a new edition here at J-Core Live, your one and only
J-Core
talk show here on Twitch. Welcome. Today is the 26th of May, and we are going to listen to My Little Secret by Nora2r. Next to listening to this album, we are also having a Candy Core later for an interview. Because we really need to talk to the Mr. Exploding viral superstar. What happened this weekend. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to having him here on the show later on. And, of course, really excited to hear this CD and power to all. Holy shit. Thank you very much for the 52-month subscription. Yes, thank you very much. Power to all. So let's do a quick shout out to other channels in here. Those are Law, Sonic Foon, Rave Wisp, Worm Hunter, DJ Candy Core, and Min. Also to all you lurkers out there, I hope everybody will enjoy today's show. And I will say let's start with the intro and then, yeah, let us go.
J-Core
Nora2r, My Little Secret. The camera is a bit too high. Yes, Nora2r, My Little Secret. It is a CD from 2018. So in my terms, this is still pretty recent. Candy Core chose this CD. We're definitely going to talk a little bit about why he chose this CD, if there is a story to it. And yeah, I'll say let's start with the first track of today, which is going to be Nora2r featuring a Japanese artist with My Little Secret.
くて長い長い孤独を知るものよ。降らぬ星ありさまを読むすがら祈りながら言霊にあやかれて高い高い空へと舞い踊る。
Well, this was the first track, Nora2r, featuring a Japanese artist with My Little Secret. So let's go to track number 2, which is gonna be Polyphonics Go, the Nora2r remix. And holy shit, Deaf Minion 909, Jesus Christ. Holy shit, thank you very much for the gifted sub.
Oh my god! Thank you! Holy shit!
Thank you. Oh, no. Now let's go to track number 2, which is gonna be Polyphonics Go, the Nora2r remix. And that was the second track, Polyphonics Go, with the Nora2r remix. And Amber Ashburn, thank you very much for the gifted. Oh, no, not the gifted sub. Thank you very much for the sub. So yeah, how is everybody's week been so far? So since we haven't seen each other for a week now, yeah, if you want to share us your story, please, yeah, please. Jesus, what's the word I want to say? Oh yeah, please write down your story here on Twitch, and then we can definitely briefly talk a little bit about it. As for my week, we had Kencor as our amazing guest over here. Yeah, what the hell have we done? We have been going for some dinners, for some ice cream, chilled in the house for a couple of days. As Kencor said, we basically didn't do anything but only eating. That is true. Eating, watching movies. Oh, yesterday, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Yeah, that's what we watched yesterday. Yeah, it was pretty uneventful. At least for me it is. Kencor had an experience one day. Last Saturday was right? Yeah, last Saturday he had an experience. He will definitely talk about that later. And other than that, we are back here. Oh no, wait. Last week Tuesday we had a DJ stream with Soundwave Aesthetics, which was really fun to do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. After the whole Unmuted weekend, I have been chilling out a little bit. Though that upcoming weekend is going to be a short work weekend, because starting from Thursday, we have what day is it? Ascension Day, right? Yeah, I think we have Ascension Day on... Is it Ascension Day? Yeah, but it's not for ours. I think it is Memorial Day. No? Ascension Day, sorry, yeah. It was Ascension Day. Yeah, okay, Thursday is Ascension Day for us, so we are off. And my work was kind enough to give everybody of my work an extra day off, though we do pay for it. And so that means we have a few days off again, but it's gonna be a busy weekend. A Peep Num War announcement, not that I know of yet. Dude, I still need to finalize JCL Danger Zone. Like, that has been postponed for 1 year and 1 month. Yeah, that was it pretty much for my weekend. So how has everybody's week been so far? Let's see now. Sonic Foon, 1 out of 2. What a crazy week. I mean, 3 weeks ago I had done the first secret project, audibly studying for him, and currently the gold mastering draft 1 version of the secret project is on the stage QC by the head judge, main producer of the podcast. Originally had a video prepared, but Sony Vegas failed for the first time ever. Had no idea why, but it can producing 1080 video games straight at all. It should work. Maybe corrupted files. Let's see, Mint. Absolutely nothing happened this week. I've cleaned the house. Well, so you did do something. Sonic Foon, 2 out of 3. But no matter what, I'm going to begin to working on second project anytime soon. It might start after the Father's Day dinner. Oh. Oh. And 3 out of 3. And for his mom, the forearm condition is recovered, but the fracture is permanent as the broken part of the bone is stopped regrowing due to nature cause, old age. Yeah, well, at least good to hear that your projects are going well. Also good to hear that your mom is recovering. But yeah, people who get old, they don't recover as good as regular, I guess. at least how I see it for myself, I know that I need more days to recover for certain pains than in the past. Let's see. Amber Ashburn struggling with depression and bad life circumstances. What else is new? Well, Amber, I definitely hope that life will become better. Don't let it get to you too much. Try to focus on the well-being of yourself, and yeah, definitely, hopefully, you will get out of it. I know somebody really close to me that is into depression again, so I know how painful it is. At least I see how painful it is, and being for somebody really close to this person, even I feel the pain. So definitely hope that everything will become well for you in the future. Mint will be coming over to the Netherlands on Friday for the yearly boat trip. Oh, Mint, if you are somewhere in my neighborhood, you are also most welcome to come visit me. Let's see, Sonic Foon. That time doctors say take 3 months with cement on, and now 2.5 months passed. Yeah, so it definitely can take a while. So yes, to everybody that shared the story, thank you very much for sharing your time with me. Yeah, I'll say let's go over to the next 2 tracks. So the first one is going to be Nora2r with Frozen System, and then we are going to switch over to Nora2r with Give Me. Nora2r with Frozen System. Now let's go to the track number 4, which is gonna be Nora2r with Give Me. This was Nora2r with Give Me. I'll say let's keep continuing with Nora2r featuring yet another Japanese artist with Brave Your Mind.
き出そう
That was Nora2r, somebody with a Japanese name, Brave Your Mind. Well, let's go over to the next track, which is going to be Nora2r with My Desire. And that was Nora2r with My Desire. Well, we are having Candycore right here in my house. So, Candycore, thank you very much for coming to the Netherlands, joining us. So, for the viewers in here who doesn't know who Mr. Candycore is, can you please tell who Candycore is?
Hello, everyone. I'm an American. I'm a foreigner here. I'm a terror-free foreigner. I'm a hardcore artist that loves J-core, hardcore, gabber music, as Joe loves to say. And yeah, it's just this is the last stop of my world tour. I've been to 5 countries in the last 5 months. I started in Australia. I started in LA. It's still the US, but I went to LA right when the fires were going on. Played there, immediately left to Australia for 2 weeks, went to Sydney, and went to Melbourne to play, and then came back and went to England, then here, then Germany. So I'm finally heading home tomorrow after another day in London.
So you can stand the missing out of freedom.
You know, it's funny, like the more every time I come here, the more I'm like what's holding me back? You know, I frankly, I wish I stayed longer. And to be fair, I was going to, but our show got canceled. So, but I was going to plan on being here a month, but now, next year we got Japan announced. So essentially I got everything planned to go to Japan for 3 weeks. So I don't know if I'm going to be in Europe next year, but I definitely can't see myself not coming back here. Like it's like when I didn't go to Europe in 2023, it was all that was on my mind. And like the worst part was like I could have gone, but I was like, I gotta be responsible. And then we had a really good time last year. And yeah, this year was great because I've been here for about 2 weeks now.
So yeah, what kind of music did you listen to when you were younger and up until a point that you started to listen to J-core?
Okay, so it was new wave 80s music in middle school, so I was super into. And then I went into like industrial metal, thrash metal, like melodic death metal. I was super into like, and then scene music. I got super into that when I was 16. I went to Nora2r, which you know what Nora2r is? Okay, it's essentially a festival for like all the like pop punk bands, all the metal bands, but I saw 303 there, Millionaires. Who else did I see? Like Escape the Fate, Bad Religion, Devil Wears Prada, a bunch of just emo and metalcore bands. So I went to that, and then 3 months later went to my first rave, and I never looked back.
Nice. So, what about your adventures from last weekend? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so first I need to give Mega Cursed and the Crash Collective the biggest shout outs. All kick ass because this literally started. I was like, I have a whole week off or like 4 days off. So I was like, what am I gonna do here? And Mega Cursed was like, hey, there's this thing called Japan Day. Do you wanna go to it? And I was like, well, what is it? He's like, oh, well, it's just a giant festival that the city has. So I looked it up, and it's like, looks like a con. It was basically an entire city having a con, and then parties on the waterfront. So I was either going to go to UK, Poland, Spain, Italy, but I decided to go to Germany because I've never been. So met up with Mega Cursed in Dusseldorf, and then we ended up going to the free rave they had. It was on the Rhine River. I don't remember the name of the bridge, but it was cracking. There was 2 stages, and I think we played music for about 6 hours, something like that. Yeah, it was basically I went to go use the restroom, and I came back, and the cops shut it down. But it was like 8 o'clock, so we couldn't even be mad. Also, give big shout outs to the waiter who gave Mega Cursed the shittiest service and then asked us for a tip. I was like, there's not a chance you're gonna get a tip. You're gonna be asking for it. But the best part was that I didn't speak any German, so I could understand Mega Cursed having an aneurysm when the guy was like, what about the tip? And then I could hear him like talking in his way. I was like, I knew what was happening, but I couldn't understand it. So it was very, very, I would say like mediocre schnitzel we had there.
So, but what about the video?
Yeah, so my favorite, so like basically I get on the train and there's immediately just a bunch of Germans chanting for, I count about a full hour, just straight chanting in the back of the train. And I was like, is this normal for people to do this? And Megan Chris was like, if someone's having fun in Germany, let it be known for the Germans to ruin it for the rest of them. And so I learned a very important lesson, is that you cannot have fun in Germany without some other German hating on you. And so we set up, there was 2 stages under the bridge. One played techno and hard techno the entire time. And then we were also, shout out to Megan Chris. He was playing probably the most amount of Japanese music. And I started playing J-Core, and everyone was just like, play up tempo, play faster music. We want it harder. And I was like, all right, you bet, no problem. So we played that, and then also big shout outs to Oxygenetic. I didn't realize I had 2 moments there. There's 2 artists that saw me play that I didn't realize were there, Oxygenetic and Miss Intense. Both fantastic producers. I love your work. But they were there. Well, I was FaceTiming Miss Intense, but Oxygenetic was there, getting down. We went back to back between the 3 of us for like 6 hours, and then the following day, we looked at. I guess some things. I get a message on TikTok that's like, "Hey, the bridge rave is blowing up," and we come to find out that it has about 2 million views on TikTok. It's one of my candies just blew up. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so essentially there's 2 different videos on TikTok that totaling 2 million views of Germans bitching about us playing uptempo at the event, which is the funniest fucking thing to me.
But 2 million views, like what the fuck?
Yeah, it also cracks me up because it's like I don't use TikTok, so it's like I had 2 million people watch my set on a platform that I don't use at all. So like, but it always cracks me up too, because it's just a bunch of kids being like, "This is not what Japan Day's about," and then it's just like fucking Mega Curse and me just having a good time in the park playing music.
So, yeah, how many bookings you had in this last couple of months?
I'm gonna be honest, I lost count. I literally, I was keeping track, and since January. Since the start of this year, I've had 4 weekends off where I wasn't playing gigs. Otherwise, it has been either 1 gig a week or like a gig and a show. Like it's just been nonstop. But I would say it's been at least probably like there's been like at least 20 shows I've gone to in the last 5 months. Like probably more than that. Like I've just lost count. Like I gave up because there was one point where I was doing like 2 a week. 2 a weekend, and I was like it felt like it just never ended. But it's good. It's good. I'm not burnt out. I'm just very busy, and I'm very excited to be home.
So when you were here in the Netherlands, okay, every time if I hear you talk, you're always into some kind of adventures in the train with people yelling and people shouting. I live here for more than 30 years, for 35 years, and never in my life I have seen somebody scolding people that hard. So what is your story about what you saw?
Yeah, okay. Well, one, I saw a fantastic fight in Rotterdam. This was awesome. So it's like 11 o'clock p.m. and this drunk guy is screaming at the top of his lungs, like, "Fuck you, fuck everything," blah, 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 just screaming everything. And these 3 kids are just laughing and pointing at him like, "Look at this drunk guy." And he all gets in their face like, "You want to fucking fight? I'm gonna kill you." I was like, blah, 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 blah. And like the kids are just laughing at him. So like, look at this drunk guy. He's not gonna do anything. And so the train stops and he gets off the train and then tries to like get in the kid's face again, and they just pushed him off the train. Like just 3 of them denied him and then hit the help button. We're just laughing, and then I learned this homeless guy was calling him cancer the entire time. Like I was just laughing because I just learned what that word was, and this guy's just screaming, like saying that over and over and over again. So I had that happen, and then on the way back from Unmuted, I learned that there are silent cars because there was a shush Nazi that was like, I guess we were just talking, they're not realizing it. And he was like, "This is silent. You need to be quiet." And then not even 5 minutes later, this couple or this family like walks up and he immediately starts shushing them again. And I'm like he was so mad. And I was like, oh, this is, I was enjoying it so much because this guy was like having an aneurysm, just losing his mind because people are talking in the silent car. But I learned that you're not supposed to talk in the silent car. You got to be very quiet.
So any other adventures what you have seen here in the Netherlands or in Germany?
I'm trying to think if I saw anything crazy. Not really. You know, it's funny. Oh, okay. I guess when I went to Arnhem the other day, there was definitely some people on the bike that were like drunk and pretending to like they were gonna run me over. They were like, oh, like driving close, and they'd be like, woo, and then drive off, and then they kept like pretending to do that. But otherwise, it was pretty chill. Everyone was pretty nice. I can't think of anything too out of control that happened this year. Yeah.
Only this year, or?
Yeah, I mean, life's a blur. This whole, I don't even know what month. It's what May? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. It's a holiday right now.
Yeah, in the US, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is the thing that stood by you the most in this vacation?
Okay, that's a good question. I don't know what stood by me the most. I feel like every time I come to the Netherlands, I just love it more. And it's like not even. I think it's just the people. Oh, okay. My one takeaway that I was very happy is that when I went to Germany, everyone kept thinking I was Dutch, and I was like, I wasn't. I mean, I accidentally said thank you, dank you well, and then Ker's like, you're not supposed to say that. It's Dankeschön. But otherwise, like I thought that was like a very good compliment. They think I'm Dutch by the way I dress and I guess talk, but like I don't have a Dutch accent.
Probably
so.
because you look like Ziggy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I got called Ziggy a couple times. That shit cracked me up so hard. I was like, I'm clearly not getting this joke. I kept getting stopped. Basically all over the Netherlands, people being like Ziggy, and I turn around and they're like, oh, you're not Ziggy. So finally I was like, okay, who's this Ziggy character? And come to find out there's a Ziggy character from the Netherlands who has my exact haircut split down, and I laughed. It made me cry. It was quite a good laugh.
So yeah, even I didn't understand the reference, and when we looked it up, that's not Mark. No. So yeah, my little secret. Why did you choose this album?
Okay, what's really funny about this is I got a MIDI compilation album, and give me a big congratulations. I played myself because I thought it was gonna be J-core on there, and it's just straight speedcore, which I just no hate to speedcore. I'm never gonna play it. So I gave it to Daft Minion, and I was like, I don't want to pick an album that's gonna be all speedcore, and I'm expecting J-core. So I found this Nora2r album. I sure love Nora2r, so I figured it's probably gonna be similar to some of the other tracks I got, and it sure is. It's just like I would say very J-core. It's fun, it's cute, it's full of 100% pure Colombian J-core.
So you heard it here first. It's real pure Colombian J-core. So let's I would say let's listen to the next couple of cracks. The first one is gonna be Mini Dragon, and then the next one will be Teardrop.
If I had to wait
So this was Nora2r with Teardrop. So I just noticed that in 7 hours we must leave for the airport for Candy Core. So we are definitely going to keep this show a little bit shorter. So here's the next track, which is going to be Nora2r with Soda Pop City, the secret VIP. Hello, Superhero Jimmy. Welcome back to J-Core Live, one and only J-Core talk show here on Twitch. Nora2r, Teardrop. Oh, sorry, Nora2r, the Soda Pop City Secret VIP. Now let's go to the next track, which is gonna be Nora2r, Teardrop, as done Tech Dance Remix. Nora2r with Teardrop, the S-Don Tech Dance remix. Now let's switch over to the next one, Nora2r featuring a Japanese artist with Place to Be, the Yuzen remix.
「
Nora2r with a Japanese artist with Place to Be, the Yuzen remix. Now let's go to track number 12, which is gonna be Nora2r Frozen System, the Nishikawa remix. So this was Nora2r with Frozen System. So yeah, Candycore, what is the rest of your plans for the upcoming months?
So basically, I'm gonna tour domestically. I have a gig next Friday, or this Friday. God, this Friday. That's in like 4 days. So I'll probably have more info on that when I get back. I'm gonna be. I guess I'll say it. Yeah, I got a show planned in Minnesota in July, and then I'll be playing in Tennessee this September. So rough plan is basically just tour America. Oh, and I guess Canada. Yeah, we'll be in Vancouver, Canada, and I would say the next like 2 or 3 months. Basically between this summer and fall in Canada. So got all that going on. And then we got Dansu, which would have been this Friday or this Saturday, but since it's canceled, our next Dansu is going to be August 6th.
Oh. So what are you going to miss from the Netherlands?
Oh, that's probably the Capsalon the most, but I mean, honestly, just the people, just like walking around. I mean, I literally just walked to a windmill today that they didn't even know about. That was like 20 minutes away. Like I just was like, oh, there's a windmill. Let me just walk there. You know, it's like you can't really do that in America. But I'm gonna miss all your road rage antics. That's I'm gonna really miss hearing that. You know. But just the culture, I fucking love this place. Like it's my favorite place in the world. And
Fernandez.
Yeah, all the Fernandez, I drank the fuck out of that. And I tried all the thing that's not pussy, the Tom Puss, right, or whatever the Tom Puss. Yeah, that shit's delicious. I kept calling it Tom Pussy, which is not correct. It is not Tom Pussy. It's Tom Puss. And those merge pop, whatever the fuck. What are those? The ones with the marzipan, the cream in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, I can't even pronounce that, but those are fucking delicious. But I tried to, and also carbonated iced tea. That's what I was like. I can't believe I just discovered it. They got like Lipton's carbonated. It's like sparkling iced tea, and then that Mata Mate or whatever from Germany. It was like carbonated grapefruit sparkling iced tea. That was so good. It was from Germany.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's...
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. This is weird that I mean, to be honest, the weed's very like it's mid shell. I have better, but it's like it costs a lot more here. But the weed I have been getting stoned every day, so it's been pretty nice. It's very nice, you know. So it's like also I just get to I guess also being able to just walk and drink everywhere without the fear of getting a ticket. You know, I didn't realize that you can drink in a car here or just in public, so I've not been taking full effect of that.
Oh, you're not allowed to drink in public.
Oh, then don't tell them, you know. But you can drink in a car here. That's like blows my mind. I guess it was Germany that they were like, yeah. What did the guy say? I was like, do you mind if I do you mind if I smoke here? And he was like, it's a free country, and I was like, that's a funny thing coming from you, you know.
So, any other plans for maybe next year?
I mean, honestly, Japan. But I would like to travel. Like, basically, this is the end of my... I've spent a month overseas in the last 6 months. So, it has just been non-stop. Basically, like, whenever I get back, it's like I'm non-stop going. We just had SakuraCon. So, it was really nice to see. Detour and Jakazid. Fucking love you both. It's also just... I had this, like, epiphany that, like, there's certain people that I'm only going to see in my life. Maybe, like... a handful of times, maybe I would say like 5-10 times in my life, but I have the relationship like we're family. I mean, to be honest, like we've hung out like 4 times now. We've also like lived together for like yeah, but we've basically been together for like over a month, I would say, like maybe a month and a half
in total.
Yeah, so it's like it's weird. It's like I've only known you for so long, but it's like we're so close because we've lived together, you know. So it's like whatever. But I recognize that it's because like traveling around the world, like the worst part is realizing like you can't go everywhere. Like I cannot go visit all my friends in a year. Like it's not possible unless I have the lottery and I have all the money in the world. So like it really makes these moments special because it's like this is what I'm bringing back home besides all the sugar. Also, my favorite thing, I do want to point out that like I brought the blue raspberry Nerds gummy candy, and it was such a hit that the security guard came back and grabbed it from the green room to eat, and she was just snagging on it on the outside, and she was loving it so much. Like that shit is straight. Also, someone messaged me being like, "What was that candy?" It's like I know it's straight crack because people were messaging me what candy I was eating there or like what I was giving away.
Crack.
Yeah, I mean, it basically is. Like, it's like hands down the best candy in the world. And it's funny as I bring it everywhere and everyone just loses their fucking minds over it. To be fair, it is delicious. Don't get me, it's full of sugar.
So, any last words? The last announcements?
Okay, so I keep getting asked, like, how do I get booked out here? Like, what do you do? And honestly, my best advice is just go to the shows. Like, that's how you network. It's like people, I feel like, are constantly waiting to get booked. And something like DJ Plague gave me some of the best advice. And it's like, if you're not getting booked, then like make your own bookings. Like live the life, like basically you manifest it yourself. And so for everyone who wants to come out in Europe and play, like, why don't you just come out here first? If you've never been out here, you're probably missing out. And like every time I come here, I always have something crazy, and like there's literally everything going on. Like if I didn't go play in Germany, I would have saw Paul Stack. I'm still a little bummed because I've never seen him, and he was playing in the middle of fucking nowhere, Netherlands or whatever.
But you were viral.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I did go viral, so that's cool. Like that's definitely the most amount of views I've ever gotten on anything, and I don't know if anything's gonna top that. Just a bunch of pissed off Germans, 2 million of them. You know.
At least you showed your freedom.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and the best part is like they don't even know. They would just be screaming at me in German. And I'd be like, Nein, spreche Deutsch, ich bin American. And they'd be like, oh, you're American? We thought you're Dutch. They were all really nice. They all just like it felt like I was hanging out with my people. It felt like we were out unmuted. You know, it's just a family gathering, or just hanging out as homies, listening to each other play dope music. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Oh, Candycore, thank you very much for joining in today's show. Yeah, it's always a huge privilege to have you here in our house as a guest. And yeah, certainly hope to see you pretty soon again. I heard that the tickets to the Netherlands is just only $400.
Yeah, we literally looked it up. I found a one-way for like it was like £360, but it's for US dollars, it's about 30% more. So it's maybe $400 for me to just go to the Netherlands. I'm like, that's not bad. That's not that bad. Let me say, I only paid $800 round trip this time, so might have to take a little special trip here sometime soon.
Yes, so this is also the end of today's show because I need to head to bed in a couple of minutes from now, since we need to leave in 6 hours to the airport.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to book a 7 a.m. flight. I apologize.
Let's see now. So for tomorrow, we are having the last Tuesday of the month. So that means... Thanks to Sam. Yes, tomorrow is Cheesy Tuesday, so we are having Gara Disco Night live. As for next week at J-Core Live, we are going to have our very first of many showcases. Let's see how many showcases we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 showcases coming up. Yeah, we have 5 showcases coming up. So the first one, what we are going to listen to next week, is going to be Rough Screams with Screaming Friends, which has been released at the last M3. That was like a couple of weeks ago. And definitely looking forward to this release. Yeah, as for me, upcoming Friday, I am going to Nakama. So playing some DJ stuff. Because Power Tour was practically begging me to come and help him. So, yeah, I'll be there in Amsterdam.
I wish I could.
Just only for the weed.
Yeah.
For the weed and the red light district.
What's really funny is like this time I barely touched. I was in Amsterdam for like 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding. Like basically at the airport, and then I left and never came back. So
Well, you're going back there tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess I am going back tomorrow, but I did not partake in all the festivities in Wallen. So I should. It's been a couple years.
Oh, maybe for next time. Yeah. And other than that, there is nothing really much more to add. So if you haven't done so yet, come follow, like, subscribe at Twitter, Instagram. Oh wait, this is Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube for VODs, the Spreadshirt for merchandise, our Discord server for the amazing Discord community that we have. And if you want to financially support me even more, there's a Patreon up and running, and the higher your tier, the more benefits you get, of course. Which is also the preferred way for financial support at NDXJCL.com. And thanks to Sonic Foon for the socials. You can see the links down there. Yeah. There's nothing more to add. Oh yeah, there's one more thing to add.
I like Japan. The beautiful Mount Fuji, beautiful cherry blossoms, the #1 beautiful country.
Yes, next year we are going to the Holy Grounds on the Rising Sun, the Japan Tour 2026. Yeah, there won't be any information coming up in the next couple of months, but somewhere next year we will have definitely more information. We'll even do more heavy promotion by then. So let's do a quick shout out to all the chatters in there, which are Hoogny, Restrub, Mint, Antique, Worm Hunter, Devmania909, Mr. Alonso, Sonic Foon, Superhero Jimmy, and Played a Girl. And Chico de Goma. Well, Chico de Goma, thank you. You sadly just came at the wrong moment because it's also the end of today's show. I am so sorry. Also, to all you lurkers out there, thank you very much for joining here in today's show. I hope everybody enjoyed Nora2r, my little secret. It's a release from 2018. You can probably find it on Bandcamp. So yeah, and wherever you are in the world, have a great day, have a great morning, great night, great afternoon, great midnight, great midday. Stay amazing, stay cool, stay true, but most of all, stay cool. So everybody's saying, have a good flight, Siggy. So go YouTube Siggy, and then you can see Ken Core there.
It's so fucking funny. It made me cry laugh. Like, oh, it's still making me laugh.
Let's see. We still have one more track to go, and then we are going to raid somebody that we'll raid somebody. So here is Nora2r with yet another Japanese artist, and then Prologue, the CO remix.
見つけたいよ「 かず眺めていた青い色を閉じ込めたその手で今願いと結んで青い色
J. Cole.